Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. Today I am so excited to be trying variety cakes. This one is a marshmallow chocolate chip cookie dough cake, and this is a tiramisu cake. I have had this one before. It is so good. I've had tiramisu lots of times, but this is the only bakery that I think nails it. It's so delicious. And then I also have this black and white cake that looks really good. We have the ganache on top and then the white chocolate, milk chocolate, and then we have like a marbling in the cake. It is so moist. I cannot wait. The sun's shining bright behind me, so it looks like really foggy in here. That's what that is, so sorry about that. If you're new here, my name is Kina, and every Monday I upload relaxing cake videos. This is a time for you guys to just let go of a long day of work and school, come home, kick your shoes off, let your hair down, throw that bra across the room, and just get comfortable. We have a good time here. Let's get started. Okay, I also have a hot cup of tea. I'm actually gonna put this on this side. Then I have my fork. I'm gonna start with this marshmallow chocolate chip cookie dough. This smells so good. So it's like marshmallow fluff with chocolate chip cookie dough, chocolate cake, and then a chocolate ganache. With the marshmallow and the cookie dough in here, it's a really nice balance from the chocolate. Wow. I give this an 8 out of 10. Very good. I have a story time for you guys today, of course. We're going to be talking about the 2 car accidents that I got in, and I'm going to let you guys know the settlements that I received and how all of that happened. Ooh, this is going to be a big piece. Look at this. I'm telling you, they do it right. 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna try this tuxedo cake, and then I'll get started in the story time. It just wouldn't fit, so I guess I'll just hold this one. Wow. The chocolate on here is so moussey and light, and then the white chocolate is really fluffy. Like I guess it's like a mousse inside. And then ganache on top. Oops. 8 out of 10. Wow. It's so moist. I wonder if I can put this here. So good. So the first accident that I got into, I was 14 years old, and I was living in California at the time. I was driving with my mom. We were going to a party city. We were picking up supplies for a bachelorette party for one of my cousins. And after we picked up the supplies, we got back on the road. And what's funny is I always wear my seatbelt, but on this particular day, I didn't put my seatbelt on, which is so bizarre. My mom had her seatbelt on, and we were going through an intersection, and we got T-boned. So we were going straight, and then oncoming traffic was making a left turn, and their light was red. They weren't paying attention. Boom, they hit us, and the car got totaled. My mom, who was wearing her seatbelt, she actually hit her head on the windshield. And I know this because the windshield was cracked and her hair was hanging from it. She had like a glob of hair. She fractured her sternum from the seatbelt. She was bruised. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and at the time I was like 98 pounds. And rather than going through the windshield, I ended up on the floor. So I came out of this entire accident with a scar on my right knee, bruised, probably like this big. So very minor injuries. The policemen and the firemen came and they put us on the stretcher and they like tie you down so you can't move. They've got you in a neck brace just in case things are broken. And of course that accident was not our fault. So my mom got a lawyer, and I thought that was really smart because a lot of times people won't get a lawyer and they could get money back. They just don't know to go talk to somebody to do that work for them. That's what accident lawyers are for. So my advice is to always get an accident lawyer anytime you're in a wreck. My mom ended up getting about $25,000 after taxes, and I got just over $10,000. Of course, I couldn't touch that money until I was 18. Best 18th birthday present ever. The second accident I got into was 2 years ago, and I actually just finished the process of the settlement. Oh my gosh, it's been going on for 2 years, but I got really injured in this accident, and it wasn't like I broke my neck or I had to get surgery on my back or something like that. I got a concussion, and it was the second concussion that I've had, and I didn't fully heal from the first one. So what happened was I was driving down the highway and there was a teeny bopper behind me. She was just a college girl going home for the holidays. She was texting on her phone, not paying attention, and she rear-ended me. It just kind of like knocked me into the grass, like where a median would be in the highway. So it like gave me whiplash. I like whipped forward, and I was wearing my seatbelt, but again, because I was just recovering from a concussion, it just made things so bad. This concussion made it to where I couldn't count to 10. I couldn't say my alphabet backwards. I couldn't stand on one foot. Every time I closed my eyes, I would like lose my balance. I had crazy vertigo. My recall wasn't the same, so anytime I would try to speak, I would forget simple words constantly throughout the day. At one point, it got so bad I couldn't read. Like I'm looking at words, but it just wasn't registering, and so I just started crying, and I was so scared. My brain is really messed up. And I ended up going to a concussion specialist, and they helped me out with some cognitive exercises. I did some physical therapy and things like that for about 6 months. And things slowly get better. When you have concussion, you just have to wait for things to heal. It's not something that you can rush. And also you get personality changes with concussions. Research has shown just in the past 10 years that athletes and people who are more prone to concussions are having very similar effects after concussion, like needing anger management, developing anxiety. That's how I got my anxiety part of it. Lots of different changes in personality. So brain injuries just affect so much, and they're really difficult to recover from. And it's not something that you can see. It's not something like a broken arm, you know? It was a $50,000 settlement, but of course I had a bunch of medical bills and things that I had to pay. My 2 top tips for if you ever get in a car accident: always get an ambulance. Even if you think your injuries are not bad, you never know if you are going to experience concussion symptoms later. And the other person's lawyer doesn't take your accident seriously if you didn't go to the emergency room and at least get yourself checked out to make sure that everything is okay. So I feel like going to the emergency room is my #1 tip for your safety, and also so that people take you seriously. Which ridiculous. And the second thing, of course, is to get a lawyer. Because for me, the back of my car didn't even get totaled. It was an $800 repair. But I hurt my neck and my trap muscle, which I still have problems with today. So I'm gonna have lifetime problems to deal with just from a small accident like that, because the car wasn't totaled. But you can still get really serious injuries. The worst thing you can do is have someone hit you and then the police come to do a police report and you're like, oh, I'm fine, I'm okay. And then that's what's on record. And then later on you start having symptoms of pain or concussion or whatever. And it's kind of like, well, Are you just saying this now that you have a lawyer because at the time of the police report you said you were feeling okay? They really hold it against you. Get a lawyer and go to the emergency room. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I'm gonna get cleaned up and we'll be right back for final thoughts. The sun is shining so bright. It looks so foggy in here. Anyway, how's your guys' Monday going? Did you have a good day? Did you have a long day? Mondays can be so hectic. I know it's not the easiest day. I hope this video was relaxing for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the story time and I hope you learned something because I'm telling you, you never know when you're gonna get in an accident and it's always wise to be wise. Yeah. I wanted to thank some of you for your positive feedback for Saturday's Girl Talk videos. I've really been enjoying doing them and I'm so glad that you guys have been enjoying them as well. If you haven't seen my last one, I'll link it right up here. But these next couple ones are not going to be about guys or intimacy or things like that. They're actually going to be about being a girl boss. It's going to be advice on like credit cards and being business savvy, what to do when you're buying a car, like things that we need to know about that you don't learn in school. I'm going to be sharing some really helpful life skills. So I think that you guys are really going to like that. Don't forget, you can always follow me on Instagram and my second channel. It's linked in the description below. And if you have topics or things that you guys want to talk about for these Girl Talk Saturdays, click on my Instagram and you can just send me a private message. I won't call you out or anything. You can give me some ideas of some things that you guys want to chat about. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.